Hey guys, so this is part 2 of my life biography. I'm working right now while the car is driving me around. But anyways, let's jump into my foster care. When I was in foster care, I got into foster care when I was about 7 years old. I didn't see my mom or my dad. My dad was locked up. And they put me with a lady named Colleen. She had other foster kids at the time, and we lived in a little town in California called Citrus Heights. And I went to a school, Sunrise Elementary. I was a little kid, I didn't know much, but I had a little bit of a drive in me, and I wanted to work. So one day, I'm sitting there riding my bike around the neighborhood, like kids do, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna go to my neighbor's house. I see him outside, my water in the lawn, right? He had this big trailer, and he would sell smoothies and funnel cakes and lemonade out of that thing. And I asked him for a job. And as a little kid, he's like, even when I was a little kid, he said, sure, I'll give you a job. Can you start tomorrow? I said, yeah, but I gotta go ask my foster mom. So he goes, no, I'll ask her for you, don't worry about it. You can ask her, but I'll ask her for you. I said, cool. So he went to go ask her, and I asked her, and she said sure. So the next day, I went to work, and he put me on a stool and told me to stand there, or not stand there, sit there, and he showed me how to count back change. And so that's when I started learning how to count back, you know. So lemonade was $2.25. And no, some of them were $2.75 for a large. So, and then the fruit ice shake. We had a few smoothies. We had the fruit ice shake, lemon ice shake, and they're really good. But I learned how to count back change as a kid. And that really grew because that's all we took was cash. And so from there I learned how to run the booth, how to make the lemonade, how to make the how to blend the smoothies, how to deep fry a funnel cake, how to clean up when you need to clean up. It kind of taught me a work ethic as a child. And that grew with me the whole time, all the way till I did that job, and we went everywhere. The main thing we did as a kid, I did the Thursday night market in Folsom, California here. And we did the Tuesday night market in Roseville. That was fun. And we did a couple other places as well. But it really showed me, you know, work ethic. And so I really liked it, you know, all the way until I was 15 years old. And at that age, I kept wanting to work. But I was taken out of foster care because my aunt wanted to take custody of me. So she did. She went to court. We went and sat in front of the judge. She took custody over me. I was like almost 15 years old. And I was kind of scared. This was the time I was moving in with the black side of my family. I I didn't know what to expect. So anyway, so I moved in with her, and it was really nice. I had my Aunt Mary there. She was disabled, but she was like the heart of the house because she took care of everything. I had my Aunt Sarah, Aunt Robin, and my grandma, and my other aunt. So there was a house full of people, and it really it showed me, you know, the kind of the little meaning of family. First time I actually felt like I had a family in my life. But that was really short-lived, because I didn't know that my mom had passed away. And so for about good 4 to 6 weeks as I was there, I kept asking, you know, can I go see my mom? I was out of the foster care agency, so I really wanted to see her. Well, my aunt kind of held it in for weeks. And then one day she told me, and I just broke down. And it hurt me really bad, because I never had that bond with the woman before, like with your mom. You know, with kids, it's really important for them to bond with their parents. And I felt like that was missing. Even today, I still feel like that's missing. There's really nothing you could do to cure that. But so it really hurt me, and I forgave my aunt for not telling me, because she knew the whole time. But it still took years for me to forgive this woman. And but she, you know, she did her part. She helped raise me and get me through high school, well, the last 2 years of high school, and last 3 years of high school. I was with her for the sophomore, freshman, and senior year. And after that, I ended up going to college. But as a foster kid, it was a struggle. I had to work to get any kind of money. And the foster mom, she didn't really have any money to give the kids, because she was kind of struggling herself. And so we kind of took it day by day. And I have to say, all that kind of made me the person I am today. So it's kind of cool. I'm telling you guys a story. But yeah, as a foster kid, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where you're going to go. But mentally, it still affects you. So, I mean, they have counseling and they have all that stuff, but still, your brain's still going and going and going, and thinking of all the what ifs, and you know. So anyways, these aren't going to be very long. They're going to be about 8 to 10 minutes long. My life isn't that, you know, crazy, but yeah, as a foster kid, being basically, you don't know what's going to happen, and that part is the scariest part about being a foster child. But there are kids out there that don't ever have a chance to bond with their parents, and I think, I mean, society needs to do more to help people in those situations. But if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below, hit the like button below.